A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to class 11th Economics. Yesterday we completed the topic consumers equilibrium in case of single commodity. That means when a consumer enters into a market for buying a product, then how he reaches the equilibrium stage when he was there only to buy one single product, right? But today our topic would be consumers equilibrium in case of two commodities. Consumers equilibrium in case of two commodities, which means when there will be consumers equilibrium point when now consumer has entered into a market not for purchasing only one product but for buying two products together. एक साथ he has entered to buy two products together, and we already know that we are studying which approach. We are studying ordinal approach, means utility approach. ठीक है? So if you remember yesterday's topic, consumers in equilibrium in case of single commodity, there we have already studied that whenever a consumer enters into a market for purchasing of any commodity, he compares the price of a product with the utility he is going to have from that product, which means he compares mu x with the px. Remember that situation? When he compares MUX with the PX, he comes to know whether he can buy that product or he should not buy that product. When he will buy that product? When MUX is either equal to PX or MUX is more than PX. Which means if marginal utility derived from the commodity is either equal to PX, price के equal है, या more than PX है, he will definitely buy that product. But what if the marginal utility is less than the price paid? Of course, he will not buy the product because he feels he is not in the equilibrium situation. Because whenever he is entering into a market, he feels he is not in an equilibrium situation. Why? Because his marginal utility, what he will be getting from the product, is less than the price paid for that. It seems like he has to pay more price, so he's not going to buy that product, right? That was yesterday's topic. Now in today's topic, what we have to cover is, if a consumer enters into a market for purchasing of two commodities, then what will be the condition, when he should buy and when he should not buy. Now again, it's up to you. Like yesterday, I asked you people only that when you enter into a market, very first thing what you do, you all said that we seize the commodity and we basically look for the commodity and ask for the price. I asked you people, then what second thing you did or you do with that? You people said that the second thing we do is we check the quality of the product, that what is the quality, and then we compare the price and quality. When it seems like it's good to buy that product, then you buy. Otherwise, if it seems like the utility derived would be less than the price, then you don't buy that product, right? Today also you people are going to tell me, and see, the thing would be clear in your mind. You have to buy two products. You are into a fruit market. You want to buy two different types of fruits, suppose mangoes and apple, right? Mangoes and apple, you have to buy two different types of product, right? You have limited amount of money with you. Suppose you have 200 rupees with you. Within those 200 rupees, you have to buy both the commodities, and you want that both the commodities should equal satisfy you. Both the commodities should equal satisfy you? You know, first of all, there can be two situations. Both the commodities are on the same price, है ना? Secondly, both the commodity have different price. पहला, both the commodities have same price, and secondly, both the commodities have different price. So we have to do accordingly. First condition we are doing is now both the commodities are of same price, 100 rupees per kg. Suppose हमने suppose कर लिया 100 rupees per kg है, दोनों ही commodities 100 rupees per kg है. क्या होगा जब दोनों ही commodities 100 rupees per kg है? When you will be in equilibrium, if both the commodities are of same price, when you will be in equilibrium, if both the commodities are of same price, when mu x will be equals to mu y will be equals to mu m. Yes, this is the condition बेटे. ये condition है when both the commodities are of same price. This is the condition. सर ये कैसे condition आ गई? ये तो हमें कुछ समझ नहीं आया. कोई बात नहीं बेटे, अभी समझ में आएगा. When you are going to a market for buying of any product, and mainly you are going to market for purchasing two commodities, then definitely you are going to compare the utility derived from both commodities. Utility derived from X should be equals to utility derived from Y should be equals to what all money you have with you, because you have a limited money to consume or to spend on those product. All right, so he will be in a equilibrium point when marginal utility derived from commodity X equals to marginal utility derived from commodity Y is equals to marginal utility in terms of money. Marginal utility in terms of money. This is your consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities when both the commodities have same price. Is it clear to all of you? Which means you will be in equilibrium, you will purchase because you want that equilibrium should be there. You will purchase when you see that both the commodities are giving you the same utility at least. Both the commodities are giving you the same utility at least, because in consumers equilibrium is position of rest, where you want to have a proper position of rest, where you want that everything should be done in a proper way and you should get the maximum satisfaction. Now, then here comes the second condition. Now, what is the second condition? When both the commodities are of different prices. Now, what will happen? If both the commodities are of different prices, दोनों का different price है. Now, what will happen? अब देखते हैं अब क्या होगा. See, condition will become mu x upon px mu x upon px is equals to 1 second, let me write the condition. Mu y upon py is equals to mu m. See, This is the condition. Now this is the condition when we say that the commodities, two commodities you want to buy, but both the commodities are of different price. This is the condition. ये condition है बेटे. MUX upon PX is equals to MUY upon PY is equals to MUM. MUM simple है, that is marginal utility in terms of money, worth of a rupee, मतलब कितना पैसा आप ऑलमोस्ट खर्च कर रहे हो, तो ये वो चीज है एक तरह से. So बेटे this you have to see, MUX upon PX is equals to MUY upon PY is equals to MUM. So this is the consumer's equilibrium situation when both the commodities have different price. जब दोनों commodities का different price है, तब ये situation काम आती है. Clear यहाँ तक? चले आगे? Okay. इसी में in this situation only we have now disequilibrium situation. Disequilibrium situation says that if this situation is not fulfilled, कौन सी situation? ये equilibrium situation. When equilibrium situation is not fulfilled, now what will happen? अगर equilibrium situation fulfilled नहीं हो रही तब क्या होगा? Case 1 क्या हो सकता है? Case 1 can be when MUX, मैं बेटे अपॉन को ऐसे लिख रहा हूं, ठीक है, अपॉन PX is greater than MUY upon PY. अच्छा ये बताइए, now what will happen in this situation? क्या होगा इस situation के अंदर? When MUX upon PX is more than MUY upon PY. If a consumer looks at this situation when MUX upon PX is more than MUY upon PY, that means what does it suggest? ये suggest क्या कर रहा है? ये simple suggest कर रहा है that marginal utility from X is more than marginal utility from Y. अभी PY और PX को भूल जाओ, तो प्राइस ही है commodity का. What is this suggesting? This is suggesting that MUX upon PX is more than MUY upon PY, which means ये हमें बता रहा है that marginal utility of X commodity is more than marginal utility of Y commodity. Now you people tell me, if this is the situation and you observe that marginal utility from X is more, आपको X consume करने पे ज़्यादा utility मिलेगी and Y consume करने पे you will get the less utility as compared to X. What you will be doing? Of course we will buy more of X. Very good students, I have already got the answers in chat box. We will definitely buy more of X. हमें X से ज़्यादा मिलेगा, तो हम X को ज़्यादा consume करेंगे and we will buy less of Y, और हम Y से कम consume करेंगे, right? We will buy more of X and we will buy less of Y. ठीक है. Secondly, क्या होगा उससे? If I am now consuming more of X, X की consumption मैंने बढ़ा दी, Y की consumption I have reduced, Y की consumption कम हो गई, X की consumption बढ़ गई. You all know that when we consume one commodity again and again, the utility derived from that commodity falls automatically. कौन से लॉ की वजह से फॉल होने लग जाती है यूटिलिटी, मुझे ये बताइए. When we buy one commodity again and again, the utility derived from that commodity falls. किस लॉ की वजह से? Yes, due to law of diminishing marginal utility. Due to law of diminishing marginal utility. So whenever MUX is more than MUY, which means the consumer will buy more of X and less of Y. When he is buying more of X, which means the utility derived from X is more than Y. That is why he is buying more of X. But when he start buying more of X again and again, what happens then? In that case, the utility derived from X falls. The utility derived from X falls. अभी क्या होगा? अभी X से मिलने वाली यूटिलिटी कम होनी शुरू हो जाएगी ऑटोमेटिकली, क्योंकि हम उसको बार बार कंज्यूम करने लग गए हैं, और Y के लिए इंटेंसिटी टू बाय बढ़ जाएगी. ऐसा कब तक होगा? देखो अपना लेफ्ट हैंड देखो, वो अप रखो, लेफ्ट हैंड अप रखो, राइट हैंड डाउन रखिए. लेफ्ट हैंड अप, राइट हैंड डाउन. नाउ लेफ्ट हैंड इज X, राइट हैंड इज Y. ठीक है? द यूटिलिटी फ्रॉम X इज फॉलिंग. X को नीचे करो, लेफ्ट को नीचे करो थोड़ा थोड़ा, एंड यूटिलिटी इंटेंसिटी टू बाय फॉर Y इज राइजिंग. Y को धीरे धीरे इक्वल करो. बेटे ऐसा कब तक चलेगा? जब दोनों इक्वल नहीं आ जाते. जैसे ही दोनों इक्वल आ जाएंगे, वैसे ही दिस कंडीशन इज फुलफिल्ड वंस अगेन. कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन इज फुलफिल्ड अगेन. डिसइक्विलिब्रियम विल बी आउट. डिसइक्विलिब्रियम खत्म हो जाएगा. इज इट क्लियर? You, how you are going to write it? The same way I'm explaining it. That if a disequilibrium condition, you will be writing it according to ordinal utility approach. When consumers equilibrium is to be find out in case of two commodities, then this condition must be fulfilled. MUX upon PX is equals to MUY upon PY is equals to MUM. This condition must be fulfilled, right? And accordingly, MUX upon PX should be equals to MUY upon PY, right? It should be equals to that. But if MUX upon PX is more than, अगर ये more हो गया, if MUX upon PX is more than MUY upon PY, then what will happen is, it suggests this condition suggests that the marginal utility derived from commodity X is more than the marginal utility derived from commodity Y. That means consumer will have more benefit in buying of X than Y. Then what he will do? He will buy more of X only. He will buy more of X only. As he buys more of X again and again, the utility derived from the commodity X will start falling due to law of diminishing marginal utility, and intensity to buy the commodity Y will rise. Intensity to buy the commodity Y will rise. This will happen till the situation again equilibrium reach out, and MUX upon PX becomes equals to MUY upon PY. I hope this is clear. Please let me know in the chat box if it is clear. By the time I'm writing the case 2, the disequilibrium case 2, when MUX upon PX is less than MUY upon PY. Now, अब देखिए, MUX upon PX is less than MUY upon PY. अभी क्या होगा? When I say that MUX upon PX is less than MUY upon PY, what will happen now? What does this condition suggest? First of all, you all have to tell me this point, that what does this condition is suggesting? It is suggesting that marginal utility from the commodity X is less than the marginal utility from the commodity Y, which means a consumer will be in profit if he buys Y, but he will be in nuksan if he buys X. What he will be doing? He will be definitely buying commodity Y, means he will buy more of Y and less of X. वो Y को ज्यादा buy करेगा, X को कम buy करेगा. अब ऐसा करने से क्या होगा? When he buys more of Y and less of X, what will happen in this point? At this point, the utility derived from Y will start falling due to LDMU, and intensity to buy the commodity X will rise. The utility derived from Y will fall and intensity to buy the commodity X will rise. कब तक होगा ऐसा? Till the point MUX upon PX becomes equals to MUY upon PY. So this is the case 2. This is the case 2, when MUX upon PX is less than MUY upon PY. So what we have to do? Bete, we have to explain the equilibrium condition first, but again, along with the equilibrium condition, you all have to explain the disequilibrium conditions also. That if equilibrium is not reached out and anything is more or less, then what will happen? When the consumer's equilibrium will be striked out. कब होगा consumer's equilibrium? कब मिलेगा consumer's equilibrium? That we have to see. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know if it is clear to all of you.